I know it's really hard to see me, but I'm in a different area this weekend. I went and did some camping with my brother, his wife, and my nephew Jaden. And I was just on my morning ride, and I was just thinking about yesterday how it played out. And I'm starting to believe in that collective consciousness because my nephew is he's a lot further ahead than I was at his age as far as like recognizing patterns. So him and I are talking on the porch. We're all playing a game. Obviously, there's a couple of drinks out there, and me and him are having deep conversation. And Mom comes over and asks us what we're talking about. And when I start talking about like deep conversation and the mind and patterns and synchronicities and stuff like that, they just kind of laughed and said, "Oh, on that conspiracy theory stuff, huh?" And I was listening to Carl Jung recently, and he was talking about how when you start the process of individualization and you start becoming hyper aware to situations and people around you. And I was explaining some of that to my nephew Jaden yesterday, and it was a prime example of when you're not ready to hear these things yet, you're not going to hear them, and they're going to look crazy to you. And I think that's what happened when Jaden and I were having a deep conversation, and Mom and Dad kind of, I don't know how they were feeling inside because I couldn't materialize it, but they talked about it like you're going to be around people, you're going to be changing, you're going to be having different conversations, and the people around you are going to start to notice, and they're going to start to drift away, and they're going to start to say things like, "Oh, he's lost his mind," or all these things. And that's exactly what happened last night. I mean, when we were talking about just surface level spiritual stuff, we got the chuckle, we got conspiracies thrown in there, and an uncomfortable awkwardness. And I just wanted to let you guys know that it's real. That when you make the change, when you make the shift from having to being, and your mind changes on what's important, the people around you aren't going to see that vision. They aren't going to understand it, nor is it for them to. This is for you. This is our journey. Each person has their own individual journey / experience. Me and you could do the same exact things, but we would see it differently just because of everything we've done that gotten us to this point. Our perception is already changed. So I just want to let you guys know, like, don't let that scare you away. Don't let, that's my brother and his wife, and that's family. But I'd seen it clearly that they're not going where I'm going, and that's okay. So in those moments, and I'm not saying I'm dimming my light being around them, because I'm just going to be me no matter what, and if they get uncomfortable or whatever and they have to make, shifts in conversation or whatever, that's fine. I'm okay with it. I just have to recognize it and be aware of it and be aware that it's happening. Because I could have just floated through that, and started talking about surface level spiritual stuff, and the conspiracy thing came out, and I could have laughed too and said, "Yeah, you're right," which is what I kind of did, just because I realized that wasn't a comfortable place for them. But just heads up, it's gonna happen. You're gonna be around people that they don't see the vision, they don't see what you see, and that's okay. Doesn't make them bad people, it just makes them people who aren't quite at the level you've ascended to. I don't know, think about it. Peace.